In a small corner of Mumbai, a young man wakes up before the sun. He doesn't scroll through Instagram. He doesn't complain about the economy. He pours a cup of chai and opens his laptop, not to escape the world, but to learn how to build in it, not to consume, but to create. He doesn't have a fancy degree. He doesn't come from wealth, but what he does have is clarity. The world is changing faster than ever before. AI isn't just knocking at the door, it's already inside the house, replacing jobs, automating tasks, leveling the playing field, and at the same time, raising the bar. In just the last year, thousands of employees were laid off from companies like Google, Meta, and Amazon. Startups collapsed overnight. Byju's, once India's biggest edtech hope, is worth zero now. Even tech-savvy engineers with IIT tags were left staring at blank inboxes. College placements slowed. Job descriptions started asking for AI familiarity. Freshers felt lost. Experienced workers felt outdated. And families felt scared. You've heard it all. AI is coming for your job. Automation will wipe out industries. Only coders will survive. But here's the truth. You don't need to panic. You need to prepare. You don't need to become a machine. You need to become more human than ever. Because in this new world, the old playbook is dead. Degrees don't guarantee stability. Experience doesn't guarantee value. And yet, some people will rise. Some will earn more than ever before. Some will lead, while others follow. Why? Because they'll develop the right skills. Not just hard skills, but unexpected, high-leverage, practical abilities that make them irreplaceable. This video isn't about coding. It's not about quitting your job. It's not about becoming a tech guru. It's about 5 skills, simple to learn, rare to master, but powerful enough to build wealth, even in uncertain times. So sit back, take a breath, and prepare to rewire your thinking. Because in the AI era, you don't just need to keep up, you need to evolve. Let's begin. AI won't replace you, but someone using it better than you will. And that starts with one rare skill: prompt intelligence. The internet didn't kill the job market, but the people who learned to use the internet, they redefined it. Now AI is doing the same thing. And the first skill that will quietly make people rich isn't coding. It's not engineering. It's not software design. It's something far more subtle, far more powerful. It's called prompt intelligence. What does that mean? It means knowing how to talk to AI so that it gives you exactly what you need. No fluff, no waste. Just output that's 10 times more powerful because you knew how to ask. In 2025, tools like ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude, and DALL-E are everywhere, but most people still treat them like toys. They ask basic questions, they get generic answers, and they complain. This tool is overrated, but the tool isn't broken. Your thinking is. Now picture this: a man who can't code a single line, yet creates an entire business plan with AI. Marketing strategy, email copy, thumbnail hooks, all done. All because he knew how to prompt. This isn't fantasy, it's already happening. Freelancers on Fiverr are charging 10,000 to 50,000 rupees just to write AI prompts. Startups are hiring prompt engineers. People who don't build AI, they simply know how to speak to it. OpenAI's job portal recently listed prompt specialists at salaries of over 1 crore rupees per year. No traditional degree, just one skill: mastering the language of machines. So how do you start? Learn frameworks like act as prompting, chain of thought prompting, break the problem step by step, refinement loops, give feedback to improve answers, practice daily. Start with tools like ChatGPT, Gemini, but don't just ask. Design the question. Guide the AI like a leader guides a team. In the AI age, it's not about how much you know. It's about how well you ask. Prompt intelligence is the new literacy, and those who master it will write the next chapter of wealth. Second skill is empathy, the human skill. AI will never learn. There's one thing AI can never replace, no matter how advanced it becomes, no matter how fast it processes data. There's one skill it still doesn't understand: human emotion, your feelings, your struggles, your dreams, your fears. Artificial intelligence can calculate, but it can't connect. When layoffs hit thousands of employees at companies like Meta, Amazon, and Byju's, there were brilliant people, hardworking, educated, but still, they were let go. Not because they didn't have talent, but because their role could be automated. You see, AI is replacing functions, but not connection. And in a world full of machines, people who can lead, listen, and understand emotions will always stand out. That's empathy, that's leadership, and that's rare. If you want to be rich in the AI era, you don't just need knowledge. You need people, clients, teams, audiences, partners, and people only follow those who make them feel understood. Start here. Improve your listening. When someone speaks, don't wait to reply. Wait to understand. Learn emotional cues, body language, tone, eye contact. These say more than words. Ask better questions. How are you really? Goes deeper than how's work. Care, genuinely. You don't need a course for this. You don't need AI tools. You just need awareness, presence, and kindness. Because in the coming years, AI will write code, but it won't build trust. It will analyze reports, but it won't comfort someone at 3 a.m. It will predict behavior, but it won't feel pain. That job, that strength, that advantage still belongs to you. So develop your empathy, because that one human skill could be the reason you rise while others disappear. Third skill, become the guardian. Ethics will be the new authority. AI is smart, AI is fast, but AI is also biased. Yes, it's true. Even today, AI systems are denying loans, screening job applicants unfairly, and spreading misinformation. Not because the AI hates people, but because it's trained on data only. And who trains it? Humans. In the AI era, there's a new kind of wealth. Not just money, but trust. And people who learn how to guide AI responsibly will not only be rich, they'll be respected. You don't have to be an engineer. You just need to ask, is this fair? Is this accurate? Who might this hurt? That's ethical thinking. That's value creation. Companies are now hiring AI safety officers, biased reviewers, responsible AI consultants. And guess what? You don't need a degree from IIT or Stanford to do this. You need common sense, a moral compass, and courage to speak up. Start here. Learn how AI is trained. Watch YouTube videos on how data affects AI outcomes. Follow companies like OpenAI, Google DeepMind, or India AI. They publish free material on responsible use. Join AI communities. Ask how tools are being used in finance, healthcare, and education. Think critically. Speak ethically. Ethical thinking is rare in today's world, but it's the one thing that can't be copied. It builds trust, and trust builds wealth. Be the one in the room who says, let's do it right. Not just fast, but ethical also. That voice will be priceless. Skill 4. Self-learning. The real career insurance. The world we grew up in taught us this. Study hard, get a job, stay safe. But 2025 has another message. The only real safety is self-learning. Thousands of people across India and the world are losing jobs every month. Not because they're lazy, but because the world moved on and their skills didn't. Tech giants like Infosys and TCS are slowing hiring. Even freshers are being told to wait indefinitely. Middle managers are watching their roles vanish overnight. But here's the truth no one tells you. The people who keep learning, they become impossible to ignore. You don't need to go back to college. You don't need a fancy MacBook. You just need curiosity, a little consistency, and a smartphone. Here's what you can do starting today. Go to YouTube, search, how does ChatGPT work? Watch 3 videos. Open a free account on Coursera, edX, or Google's AI courses. Start 1 lesson a day. Follow LinkedIn creators who share AI tutorials for beginners, not to impress others, but to prove to yourself, I can adapt. I'm not stuck. You see, the difference between the rich and the stuck in the AI era won't be talent. It won't even be intelligence. It will be the willingness to grow. Because AI will change, jobs will change. But if you keep learning, you'll stay valuable. You'll stay ahead. And no algorithm can take that from you. In a world of machines, become a student again. That mindset is your real insurance policy. The fifth and last skill is vision and courage. The one skill that builds everything else. Artificial intelligence can write a code. It can draw pictures. It can even answer your doubts. But there's one thing it will never truly have: vision. And the courage to follow it. You see, in today's world, we are flooded with tools, but starved of clarity. Everyone's watching YouTube videos. Everyone's downloading AI apps. But very few are asking the real question: what do I really want to build with all this? That's where vision comes in. That's where you come in. AI can be your assistant, but you are still the architect. It won't tell you what your dream should be. It won't create your values, your mission, or your fire. Only you can do that. And it's scary, isn't it? This world moves fast. It feels like we're always behind. But remember this: in the middle of chaos, the man who moves with courage stands out. Start that side hustle. Learn that one AI skill. Pitch that idea. Write that blog. Post that video. Build that channel. Launch that product. Not when you're ready, but because you may never feel ready. Here's the truth. You don't need to be the smartest. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be clear and brave enough to begin. Because in the age of AI, courage becomes a skill and vision becomes your compass. People who succeed in this new era won't be the ones with the best degrees or the best connections. They'll be the ones who learn faster than they complain, adapt instead of panic, build instead of scroll, lead instead of hide. If you're still watching this video, it means one thing. You care about your future. You know the world is changing, and deep down, you want to grow. So here's your next step. Rewatch this video. Pick one skill, just one, and start today. Start with free AI tools. Join a learning group. Ask questions. Make mistakes. Get better. The AI revolution is real, but so is your potential. And if you're willing to learn, willing to evolve, you won't just survive this era, you'll lead it. The future belongs to those who build, so start building. You're not alone in this journey. We're learning, we're evolving. Together, subscribe and join a movement that builds,